What's up, everyone? So today I'm going to be reading you an excerpt of a book. It's probably one of my favorite books on happiness. It's called The How of Happiness. And we're going to be addressing with this quote, why you should be happy. Now, it seems like a stupid question. We're all just genetically, naturally drawn towards being happy. Why would anyone need convincing? Well, in all honesty, some people still do. Some people, whatever reason, they're philosophical and they think, why should I be happy? Why should I, cater to this genetic urge to be happy and satisfy my happiness? And other people are like, why are you doing videos on this, Will? Why are you making YouTube videos and posting them on the internet trying to make people become happier? What's the point? Why should I invest or spend money or do anything to make myself happier? What's wrong with just being depressed all the time? What's wrong with depression? So that's what I'm going to be addressing this video. So stick around, stay tuned in, stay locked in. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, again, this is just a little precursor to why. As far as the how goes, you can check out my videos and you can check out this book if you want. So, why be happy? My collaborators, Elle Diener and Laura King, and I have documented a large and growing psychological literature showing that becoming happier doesn't just make you feel good. It turns out that happiness brings with it multiple fringe benefits. Compared with their less happy peers, happier people are more sociable and energetic, more charitable and cooperative, and better liked by others. Not surprisingly then, happier people are more likely to get married and to stay married and have richer networks of friends and social support. I'm just going to cut it off there. That's one paragraph in this book. She goes more in depth as to why you should be happy. You get the point though. You get more friends, you're happier, people like you more, you're more productive, you have more energy, on and on. Probably more stuff than is listed here. She even goes into the economics of happiness, and she compares the GDP of different countries and their happiness levels. And then she goes into depth about, a bunch of things on why happiness helps your marriage, your self-confidence, your sense of worth, your mental health, your physical health, your immune system, the prevention of disease, your energy levels, your engagement with your work and other people, So you get the point. That's why you should consider being happy. That's why you should invest and learn. And again, consume this free content that will help you succeed in life from me, from not just my videos on YouTube, although I do think those are very helpful, but from a flurry of other things, like these books that I always talk about. And funny enough, let me just show you this other book. This was not scripted. I just realized this. This is a book by the billionaire Ted Leonsis, and this guy, he's the owner of the Capitals. Very interesting story in and of itself. But guess what? Guess what his book's titled? The Business of Happiness. And one of his central points in this book is that to be successful in business, people think that you need to succeed in business and then the happiness will come from the money or the results of that. And that's how it goes. But he poses another perspective. He says that if you are happy, then that will lead to greater bottom line profits. So it's kind of like this whole chicken or egg dilemma. But one of his big points in this book is that happiness comes first, not as a byproduct or a result or second. And his story is very inspiring, and I want to share it to you. So basically what happened was this man was already rich. He was a millionaire many times over. And he was involved in a near-death experience on a plane that was about to crash. And here's this guy riding first class, and he looks around. Everyone's praying to dear God, and they think they're all going to die. He survives the incident, and he realizes in that moment that he was unhappy. And if he had died there, he would not have been fulfilled. So this is a man who's supposedly already made it. He has millions of dollars in the bank. He's not a billionaire yet, but he has more money than most of us will ever make or need, and he's unhappy. So from there, he creates this whole bucket list, and his whole book is mainly on happiness. The first half of his book is on his entire life story. It's a bit of a memoir. It's not an entire biography, and I say that because it's only 130 pages long. The second half of his book are on the 6 things that he decided on based off his experiences that will bring long-lasting happiness. And then he concludes with the appendix, which is his bucket list, which he wrote after he survived that plane crash. And surprisingly, a lot of those things have been accomplished. You know, some of them are kind of superficial, and he admits that. But there he goes. You know, this it's an inspiring story, and it really makes me think. You know, it really does. The only thing with him is that his 6 points are based on just like his life experience and asking other people, whereas the how of happiness is all on science. And you know, he actually did a pretty good job, as do some people do, and he actually stumbled across quite a few points in his 6 points that are also mentioned in this book and discovered through science. So that kind of just happens sometimes, but this one just goes straight into depth, and I just like it a lot. That's all I gotta say. As always, like and subscribe. If you're new to this channel, you know I talk about 4 big things: happiness, fitness, what did I say? Happiness, fitness, wealth, and dating. So those are the 4 big categories, and they cover a lot of different areas in those categories, but those are the 4 big things. Again, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. You know what to do, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.